that boycott can go to hell. The boycott, the fast, whatever that is, garbage. I want you to understand that the DEI, that's not a black initiative. I want you to know it's not a black initiative. And all those people who are supportive of it, I want you to know. And if you didn't support it, I want you to know. You should know that the DEI, the initiative itself, is not black. It's not black priorities. There's nothing about it that warranted black people being in the front of that shit. I want you to understand that. I want that to be crystal clear to you. The primary beneficiary of DEI programs in the United States of America, white women. Just like the primary beneficiaries of the affirmative action, white women. I want you to look it up. I beg you to look it up. I want you to know it. Because sadly, there are a lot of people who won't look up shit, who will just assume it's a lie because it's coming out my mouth. And not coming out the mouth of somebody that they like. Somebody who's been a celebrity, or somebody paid by the establishment. That's how bad we are. We don't even know when someone's collecting checks from the establishment that it's possible they could not tell us the whole truth or withhold facts. We don't understand what the word diversity means. For some reason, people think diversity means black. That's some crazy shit, right? Diversity means black. How could diversity even, why would you assume the word diversity meant black? I mean, on its face, diverse means lots of things, right? That's what diverse means. If you jumped in the Ron Brothers' face at the Black Hole Celebrity Hall nightclub, and he had like 10 guys with him, and they hit you with a diverse ass whooping, it'd be more than one guy punch you with a left hand, wouldn't it? Yeah, you'd be getting stomped, kicked, elbowed, shot, stabbed, body slam, pile drived, haymakers, uppercuts, stiff arms. Because there'd be a multitude, a virtual smorgasbord, a buffet of ass whipping. That's what diverse is. Diversity includes, to quote Dr. Claude Anderson, Eskimos, Latinos, Asians, Native Americans, veterans, immigrants of all kinds, LGBTQ, plus everything. All that is in the bucket. All of that is in the bucket. Okay? But for some reason, whenever it's time to do some heavy lifting or do some plow pulling, who shows up first? Black American. That's who shows up first. Or when it's time to pass out checks, when it's time for somebody to be the face of something, because there might be some money there somewhere, some notoriety there somewhere. I'm just saying, fam, I don't have time to play games. That's right, the gloves is off. That's when we start showing up, don't we? We show up. We show up and we show out. I want you to understand that Target boycott, that was bullshit. I want you to understand DEI, that was bullshit. I want you to understand that. And if you're a black man, particularly if you're a black man, I want you to recognize you benefited zero, almost as close to zero as humanly possible from DEI programs. Okay? There is no data that will refute what I'm saying. I have done the research. Black women had modest at best gains. Modest. The primary beneficiary of DEI programs were white women. Not only white women primarily benefited from it by jobs, as workers, they also benefited from it as the management and director staff of it because it was born in HR. And the primary professionals in the HR industry are white women. I want you to understand, I say this with no animosity towards white women regarding it. In fact, white women always been good to me. The primary contributor to this channel since its inception has been what? White women. That's right. The primary supporter of the Tim Black Show has been white women. I've had white women leave me money in their will. I had white women give large amounts, help me travel, help support, help. So I'm not here shitting on white women for being the primary beneficiary of affirmative action and of DEI. But what I will not do is allow that to stop me from telling the truth. Next up, if not the highest contributor supporter of the Tim Black Show, the next highest contributor or supporter of the Tim Black Show are white guys. Yeah. White guys, white men are the next highest supporter of the Tim Black Show. So it's no animosity. With no animosity do I make these statements. But the truth is the truth. It is what it is. White women have been quietly the primary beneficiaries of DEI. They're quietly winning. They didn't do a bunch of staging or boycotts. They just won because of structural advantages. See, HR would rather support DEI by putting in a white woman. It's less confrontational. It's less abruptive and less turbulence in the system is created by promoting white women. It's already a mostly white workforce within most of the federal government. So why not just promote white women themselves? They fit right in to the culture typically. HR is primarily a conservative line of work. They're there to support the corporation, not the unions, not workers. They're there for the corporation. HR is not there for the worker. You find that out as soon as you want to put in an HR grievance. So it's conservative in nature. It's there to maintain the structure of the corporation. Therefore, that same type of mentality is in the DEI and in the affirmative action and in those other groups that take part in those programs for those corporations or in federal. Okay, so it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that those people, so many people, have chosen to go pick up a bag or to promote falsehoods, to deny reality, to gaslight Black Americans in order to help get mileage for themselves and play into the system. I understand the system. I understand how the system operates, fam. But that does not mean we don't tell the truth. That doesn't mean we lie. That doesn't mean I'm a lie. Let other people do what they're going to do. I'm doing what I got to do. I have to make this loud and clear. I'll end it like this. Family, do not be upset. Do not feel like the sky's falling. The world is not over. We're not in the last days because Target's boycott stopped or because DEI went away. You wasn't winning because of that at all anyway. You know, when they ended DEI, you know what it was? It may have been catastrophic for white women. It may have been a pain in the ass for some Black women because a number of Black women lost their jobs in the federal government. But you know, for Black men, you know what it was? What I like to call just another damn Tuesday. We have bigger fish to fry. Many people talk about class-based initiatives. That'd have been more helpful, wouldn't it? If it was class-based in this particular issue, more black people would have been helped. Yeah, it was class-based, but it's not. It was based on that point system. Yeah, based on that point system. And with the structural advantages of white people being able to hire white people, they just hired white people. And then, as usual, anything closest to it, adjacent to it. Immigrants, LGBT plus white, there goes 2 points. All right, fam. At some point, maybe we come back, we do a deeper dive on it. We produce our receipts. But it's just suffice to say, look it up. Contradict me with facts and data. Fine. But don't do it with feels. My research is sound. Want direct access to ask questions, interact, and chop it up? Become a VIP member. Go to jointimblack.com. Stay dangerous.
Catch Tim Black live on the most dangerous show in America, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. Don't miss out on the real. Stay dangerous.